Now, the federal government has advised farmers and students in the northeast region to embrace cassava farming as a means of economic diversification, employment, and economic growth. The Permanent Secretary, Federal Ministry of Finance, Budget and National Planning, stated this in Yola during the Northeast Regional Awareness and Sensitization Workshop on Bio-Economy, Employment, and Inclusive Growth. Correspondent Olabi Adenusi filed this report.
Data from the Central Bank of Nigeria revealed that the country imports over $850 million worth of cassava byproduct annually. Nigerian cassava production is by far largest in the world, 3 times more than the production in Brazil and almost double the production of Indonesia and Thailand. The Federal Ministry of Finance, Budget and National Planning is working round the clock for the nation to take comparative advantage of cassava to increase her revenue. At this hall are the critical stakeholders on agriculture in the Northeast attending a seminar organized by the federal government. Speaking at the workshop, the Permanent Secretary, Federal Ministry of Finance, Budget and National Planning said the cassava bioethanol value chain was capable of creating more employment than any other sector in Nigeria. He was represented by Awal Muhammad, Deputy Director, Economic Growth in the ministry. He explained that universities were critical partners so as to involve students in the project, assuring that the program will be sustainable as long as Nigerians begin to enjoy its benefits.
Understand, if you are partnering with the university, you are sure that this is sustainable. It's a way of creating jobs. It's a way of increasing our GDP. You understand? It's a way of getting us out of poverty. That's part of why government is designing this project to attain this problem. You understand? Because of the peculiar challenge we are faced in this economy.
In his remark, Adamawa State Governor Amadou Fintiri commended the federal government for initiating the program. The governor, who was represented by Mrs. Edna Lulu, director in the Adamawa Ministry of Agriculture, expressed commitment of the state to key into any form of economic diversification. Professor Ken Ife, lead consultant, NAPAD, and the consultant Biosources and Technologies said that cassava bioethanol will generate more wealth than crude oil. He said that Nigeria, as a leading world producer of cassava, could generate $35 billion annually from cassava export, adding that only cassava flour could generate more income to many Nigerians.
It's a privilege to us because there are a lot of stakeholders that are able to attend, and so on that note, I'm sure Adamawa State is going to forge ahead to make sure that we implement this project.
Cassava has more than 34 products in the value chain and have over 200 derivatives going forward. There's nothing you cannot apply cassava products to.
The event brought stakeholders of all walks of life together, which includes students, lecturers, CBN, Bank of Industry, Ministries of Agriculture, Finance and Budget Planning, Trade and Investment, among others.